Hi, welcome to Living Lean and Green with Stacy D. And tonight we're going to be making a red and green chicken salad with peanut dressing. This recipe serves four. It's a very light recipe and very festive for this time of year because of the red and green color. I'm going to start by making the salad dressing. And we're going to begin with 4.25 teaspoons of lime, 4.25 teaspoons of lime juice, which is going to be the equivalent of 4.25 condiments. So I'm actually going to start with a tablespoon because that's 3 teaspoons, 4 teaspoons, and then 1/4 teaspoon. You could get a fresh lime and squeeze it yourself if you like, but I tend to have lemon and lime juice in my refrigerator all the time, so I'm just using it from the bottle. The next thing I'm going to add is some rice wine vinegar, 3 tablespoons of that. That's 3/4 of a condiment. I'm putting these into my Ninja smallest container here because I'm just going to use the Ninja to mix this dressing up, so I don't have to worry about there being any clumps, or make sure everything's emulsified. So that's 3/4 of a condiment with the 3 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. Next we have some sriracha for some heat. We're going to have 2 teaspoons of that, and that is going to equal 2 condiments. If you don't like a lot of heat, please feel free to reduce that to the amount that you prefer. Or use a little hot sauce instead. Sometimes it's not quite as hot as sriracha. Now we're going to add some soy sauce. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of the soy sauce, for the equivalent of 2 condiments. And you can use the reduced sodium soy sauce or the regular. Either one is fine and compliant on the 5-in-1. Then we're going to add some peanut oil. Peanut oil, we're going to need 4 teaspoons. So that's going to be a tablespoon and a teaspoon, because remember, a tablespoon is the equivalent of 3 teaspoons. So, oops. Kind of tilt that. There we go. That works. Put that in there. The oil, the healthy fat in this recipe, so it's the equivalent of 4 healthy fats. Remember, this does serve 4. Then we're going to add some stevia, and we're going to add a teaspoon of that, which is about the equivalent of 1 to 2 condiments, according to the calculations I've been finding online. 1 teaspoon of that, add a little bit of sweetness, and then we're going to use 4 tablespoons of PB2 powder. PB2 powder counts as a snack, so it's 4 optional snacks. Dry ingredients. It is a powdered peanut butter with no oil or fat in it. You can mix it with water, and it reconstitutes and can be almost the consistency of peanut butter. 4 of those, and then I'm going to add a little bit of water. I'm just going to add a little bit of time to get the consistency that I want after I blend it. So I'm going to put a 1/4 cup in here, and I'm going to start out with adding about half of that and just seeing how the consistency looks once this is all mixed together. Screw on the lid. You could also do this with a shaker jar or with a whisk. This is just a quick, faster way to mix up this dressing. Perfect consistency. I'm not going to need to do add any more water to that. So we wanted to get this mixed up first so those flavors can all blend together. We'll put this out of the way. Then we're going to come over to the stove and get the chicken ready. I have 36 ounces of chicken breast diced, and that's going to be the equivalent of 4 in the leaner category. I have some salt and pepper that I'm going to season this with. There's about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. So that's a half a condiment of each one of this. I'm going to sprinkle about half of it on this side. I have my cast iron skillet preheated, and I'm going to just get a little squirt of cooking spray in here. Have it pretty hot, so I'm just going to smoke it up. I'm going to add this chicken down into the pan. And we're going to take the rest of the salt and pepper and season this side of the chicken. And we're just going to allow that to brown. Let me get you a little close-up view here of the chicken. It should cook up pretty quickly. We'll get this in a nice even layer here, and I'm going to put the lid on so that'll cook through even faster. And then we're going to talk about the greens. In this bowl right here, I have assembled the greens and some of the reds for this salad. We have 5 spinach leaves, and we have 5 cups of chopped romaine lettuce, and I have a cup of red shredded cabbage that I've cut really fine so that it's not too many big pieces, so it'll be easy to eat and not just big hunks of the red cabbage. See how nice color that adds? It adds a lot of crunch. The spinach is a little softer, and the romaine's kind of in between the two as far as texture. And then to that, I'm going to add a cup of chopped fresh tomatoes. These are actually cocktail tomatoes. You could use a little tiny, their name is escaping me, the little tiny tomatoes. These just happen to be the least expensive, freshest product available at my Kroger. So we're going to toss those in. As you can see, that really adds to the color scheme of the red and green that we're looking for. Okay, and we're going to put that over to the side. All of those greens have been rinsed and then spun out in my salad spinner. My Tupperware salad spinner is actually one of my favorite cooking utensils because you can rinse your lettuce and get it spun out very quickly, nice and dry, so that it's ready to eat pretty fast. Okay, chicken is starting to come together. Some nice color on it, not quite cooked through yet. We're just going to give it a nice stir here. And I'm going to stir these pieces off. Touching the bottom of the skillet there where there's still a little pink. Put this lid back on here. And we're going to dress the salad with the salad dressing. So it's all ready to go. If you prefer not to do that and you would like to do one serving of a time, you can do that as well. But this is going to be 4 main dish servings. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the salad dressing. Give it a little taste. It's really good. Okay, I'm going to add this to the bowl. Give it all a stir so everything is evenly coated. That way every piece of salad has got some dressing on it, got that flavor on it. Now if you would like to do this in individual servings, just divide it up into 4 and toss it with the salad dressing. You can do that as well. That way you won't have to worry about somebody not finishing and the rest of the salad being wilted. But I'm pretty sure everyone's going to like this today, so I'm not too concerned about that. So that's what the salad looks like with the dressing on it. I'm going to check the chicken here. Perfect. It's cooked through, so I'm going to turn that off. And we're going to get some of this plated here in just a second. Okay, so here we're going to plate it. We're going to put about 1/4 of the salad onto a plate. Pile it up in the middle there. I'm going to just go ahead and set all the 4 plates out. It just makes it easier for me to divide it up evenly when I have them all situated here. And my older daughter is home from college this week, so We've got enough people to eat this all in one meal tonight. And there's a little extra dressing in the bottom, so I probably will pour that over top of the chicken once I get this all plated up. A little messy here. This one definitely needs more. Very bright mix of vegetables. And you can use whatever greens you prefer, but if you're going to call it red and green salad, just make sure that you actually have some red and some green. If you don't want to have the cabbage, you can just add the equivalent of that green with some other green. You can use chopped kale in place of that because those are pretty much the same ingredient. There's a little bit more left in here. I'm having a hard time getting with the tongs, so use a spoon to get the last of this. Just make sure when you go to make this salad, you have a nice big bowl, big enough to toss all these ingredients together. Looks pretty even to me. I think we're good there. Okay, and then we're going to add a quarter of our chicken to each one of these plates. Yes, it is still hot. I don't mind that. If you prefer to have your chicken cold when you put it on there, just prepare it ahead of time and let it cool in the refrigerator. That's completely up to you. Make sure we got this distributed evenly on the plates. It's a lot of chicken. No one should be hungry after eating this much protein for sure. Everyone should have 6 ounces of chicken on their plate. That looks pretty even. And there you go. Red and green grilled chicken salad with a peanut salad dressing. I hope you guys give it a try. Hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching.